Hi guys, welcome back to a new video on percentage topic which is based on words. We have already seen basic formulas of percentage and we have seen salary based formulas, and today we'll be discussing percentage problem on words, and this is a part 1 video since we mostly this will be on questions, so we can't solve a lot of questions in just a single video since it'll be 8 or 10 minutes video only, and we'll have part 2 also. Kindly watch it. So let's quickly get into the video. Percentage. So before going to percentage, let me tell you, as I already told you, in salary you have to take 100 as your total number of votes. Okay, so total number of votes is nothing but 100% or 100x or just 100. So this is your total votes. This is your total votes. We have to assume as total votes as either 100x, 100% or 100. So now let me tell you two statements. You have to tell me. So candidate 1, let us see, keep C1. Candidate 1 got 1000 votes and won the election. So this statement is this one. Now candidate 1 won the election by majority of 1000 votes. So the difference between two, if you understood this, the whole concept is easy. So candidate 1 got 1000 votes and won the election, which means in total the candidate 1 has got 1000 votes, then he won the election. But candidate, the second statement is candidate 1 won the election, but with the majority. You see, if you have a statement by the majority, which means they are not telling the number of votes candidate 1 won. They are talking about the difference between the candidate 2 and candidate 1. So basically, majority and by. If you get these two statements, if you get a majority or by, basically this is nothing but the winning minus losing. That is your 1000. Okay. So total votes of the winning minus losing, that is your, the majority or the difference between the vote. Okay. This is what I have to explain. Then now let's go to the whole videos. Okay. So now first one. In a college election, a candidate secured 62% of votes and is elected by majority. See, again, by a majority. He is elected by a majority of 144 votes. So basically, let me say, and they are asking the total number of votes. So let us assume the total number of votes as 100%. In that, 62% of vote is secured by the candidate. So the winner got, definitely the majority of votes is only winning, right? That you understood. So the remaining is 38%. So by this you can understand that this is winner and this is loser. You understood that. Now I already told you, if it is you got the word by a majority, which means winning minus losing vote only is 144. So basically, let us find the difference in percentage. So 62 minus 38, you'll get 24. So the difference in this winning and losing percentage is 24%. So now let us see for 24 x, which is basically for 24%, your votes is, the difference we got as 144. Okay. For 100%, what? That is your x. So what happens? This and this percentage gets cancelled. You have to just cross multiply it. That gives you your answer. So when you cross multiply it, what will happen? So this is 24x is equal to 144 into 100. Okay, so x will be 144 into 100 by 24. So your x is 600. So for your 100%, the total number of votes is 600. So 600 is your answer. Now let's go to the next question. Next question is, in an election that in election there are only two candidates. Okay, one of the candidates secure 40% vote and is defeated. Don't forget, it is not majority, but it is defeated or majority. Okay, like both same rule applies. Let me tell you how minutely this question it changes. Defeated by another candidate by 298 votes. So basically, if I am winning and I'm defeating some other candidate by 298 votes, which means I'm winning by 290 votes and the other candidate is losing by 298 votes. So basically the difference is 298. I hope you understood. The total number of votes polled. Now what happens? Let us assume total number of votes has 100%, in which 40% is defeated. See, 40%, one candidate secured. They're talking about the loser candidate only, okay, which is 40% and other one is 60. Obviously, you will know that is the percentage which is higher is win percentage. So this is win, this is lose. Okay, the difference in this is nothing but 20%. So the difference in losing and winning is 20%. Okay. Now let me see. For 100%, they are asking total number of votes. So for 100%, let us see there are X number of votes. For 20%, I told you know the difference. If I am winning by 298 or if I'm making someone lose by 298, the difference is same. As I already told you, it is 298. Like previous one, I'm just cancelling this and this and I'm cross multiplying it. So basically you will be getting it as 20x is equal to 298 into 100. So x will be 298 into 100 by 20. So the final is 1490. So this is your final answer. So 1490 is your final answer. So I hope you understood this question. Now let us move to another question. It is little tricky, but not so tricky. If you understood the if you understand the percentage concept, you will be able to answer it really well. Now, in an election between two candidates, 75% are voted for it, and 2% are declared invalid. So here, let us assume that total. So two candidates voted, 75% voted for it. In this 2%, okay. So first of all, let us assume 100% as total, okay, total number of people. So in that 75% only voted, okay. So basically, let us assume instead of 100, so 100% means let us assume it as X, okay. So X is total number of people. In that 75% voted, okay, which is 75% of X is nothing but 3 by 4 of X, which is 3 by 4x voted. They cast vote, okay. This is casted votes. Their votes. What is remaining? So remaining, you can say that 1 by 4 X did not vote. Okay, that you understood. In that 75%, in this, only 2% of votes are declared invalid. So 75% voted. In that, 2% of votes is invalid. So in this, you are split it as 98% as valid and 2% as invalid. Okay. Now, the candidate secured 9,261 votes, which are 75%. So, they are telling the candidate secured votes is 9,296. So, basically, 98. So, basically, this path is there, no? This path. This is what you have to find. Basically, in total number of people voted and got 75%. That is what you have to see. Okay. So basically, how you are supposed to do 75% of valid votes. So they are asking total number of votes in voter list. Total number of votes, which is X, is what they are asking. So what are you supposed to do now? In this, they're telling 75. In this 75% are valid votes. Okay. So this only I have to calculate. So basically, which is 75% is 3 by 4 of 98% of 3 by 4 of X. Basically this line. Okay. That you are getting 9261. So when you calculate everything, you will be getting 3 by 4 into 98 by 100 into 3 by 4 into X gives you 9261. So your X will be 16,800 is your X. When you calculate, you will get the X. They ask find the total number of votes in voter list. So this is your X is your total number of votes in voter list, which is 16,800 is your answer. So I hope you understood these questions, and we'll be having a part 2 so that you can have a clear understanding. Okay. So thank you and have a nice day. Bye.